Hey, sorry about that. I was trying to fix the echo, so I canceled it, and I'm new to this. This is my first live, so of course, I'm gonna have technical issues. So if I can have some of you back, that would be great. Let's see if we can try to make this work again. Ooh, technical issues, gotta love them. Can't live without them. Well, I'm gonna give a few minutes, see if I can have some people show up. Hey, thank you for coming back. Well, technical issues. As I was saying, I'm gonna give a few more minutes to see if anybody else will show up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get started, okay? Let's see. Well, tell me where you're from and tell me if you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, good, thank you. Okay, I have somebody here. They can hear me. Oh, Trinidad, exciting. I'm in California. Glad to have you here. So tell me, do you make cake toppers? Are you a decorator, a baker, or you just make it for your family? Oh, it's sunny weather. Yeah, same here. It's morning over here, 11 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock in the morning, so yeah. We have a few more people coming in. Yay, baker! We have lots of bakers in our group, in our Facebook group, Mockys Makers Club. Let's see. In just a moment, I'm going to pull up Cricut Design Space and I'm going to show you how to create the shaker. So I'm just trying to give some time to the people because I had some technical issues and I had some people drop off. So hopefully we can get that fixed. Oh, yay! Just got a Cricut. Well, it's exciting. Toppers are really easy to make and they're fun to make, and you can use them for birthdays. You can use them for, selling them. You can give it to your family, and there are so many varieties you can do with a Cricut. Hey, good afternoon! Yay! I'm getting some people rolling in here. Again, this is my first live, so I'm recording, or I'm trying to. Hopefully, I'm doing it right. Hopefully, I'm recording it correctly. So, obviously, had some technical issues, and gonna sort this out. Hopefully, gonna be correct and continue smoothly from now on. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to share a window. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the Cricut Design Space, and I'm gonna start to show you how to make this shaker cake topper. Let's get this going. I'm gonna try to see if I can do a recording. Thank you, no echo, great. Yeah, I had echo because I had multiple devices on. For now, I turned them off. So we'll see how that works. Okay, so let's go to okay, can everybody see my screen? Can somebody give me a thumbs up or tell me yay? Okay. Trying to see if I can get okay. I tried with volume down, but for some reason it was still echoing. So yeah, I'm trying. Can't see your screen. Okay, let me see if I'm sharing it correctly. Here we go. I think you see it now, right? Let's see. Okay. So let's go ahead and make this work. Okay, so I'm gonna make the cake topper the one that I have in my bundle, in the hearts bundle. You can purchase the bundle if you like, or you can just watch this and try it out later. So let's go ahead and upload it. So I'm gonna go on the upload button on the lower left hand corner. And since I already have it uploaded before, so I have it here. If you don't, you would have to click on upload image, and then you would insert the image into your layout. So let's go ahead and click upload and insert images. When it comes in really big because there's a lot of options here available. So let's minimize it so you can see them all. So right here we have them all. Go ahead and ungroup. This way it's easier. You can just choose the ones that you like, and you can work with the ones you need and delete the other ones so they're not in your way. Okay, Glay, you're seeing me now. I have you on the side of the iPad, so I'm gonna try to walk through and look at some comments if you have some questions. If I don't get to your questions, go ahead and message me later, and I will record another video. Since this is my first time, I'm trying to kind of learn how this goes and see how I can show the tutorial and help you guys out at the same time. Okay, so what we're gonna do for this one, I'm gonna use this first shape here. I'm gonna use this one right here, this filled in, and this outer one. And of course the word love, because it's already a layered text, and I can go ahead and use it here. Everything else I'm gonna select and I'm gonna delete it. So now we have the pieces that we want to work with, and I'm gonna try to put them in order so you can see what we need. So this is the back piece, and this is the piece that's gonna be the front facing of the design. These two pieces are the only pieces that we're gonna make 6 inches wide, because 6 inches is standard, or kind of what we want our cake toppers to be. You can make them bigger, but most top tier cakes are 6 inches or 4 to 6 inches. So this is what we're gonna use for this one. So let's go ahead and make right here. Gonna change it to 6. And this one right here, I'm gonna go ahead and change it to 6. Okay. Then we have this piece right here is gonna be multiple things we're gonna do with this. So I'm gonna make duplicates of it so I can show you what else we need to do with it. So let's go ahead and click duplicate right here. I'm gonna put it right here on the side. So with this one, let me go ahead and zoom in so you can see better. So with this one, what we want to do, because we're gonna create the little accents I'm gonna show you in a moment, I'm gonna go ahead and go right here to counter, click on that. And when you click on counter, you can select the shapes. So let's select the inner shape. And then we click the X. What it did, it filled in the heart. So now we have a full heart that we need to use for this purpose. Let's go ahead and duplicate this again. And we're gonna make a smaller one for here. So I'm gonna make it 4 inches, just so it could be like an inset. If I select both of them and I do align center, they're centered beautifully, okay? So for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and color the top heart, just so when we cut it, we can see the difference and we can use different mattes and colors. Let's color it a little bit darker because I have a dark glitter pink, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and select both of these and I'm gonna group them. And let's go ahead and minimize so we can see the other ones. You move it around. Okay, so let me show you again. So this is the back piece. You know what? I'm gonna help you out and kind of label them so you can see what they are, just for the purposes of this demonstration. Okay, so this is gonna be our back piece. Then we're gonna have the foam. This shape is actually gonna be our foam. So let's label it foam. So this one is the foam. Then we're gonna have, oh, one more thing we need to do this. So let me duplicate this one again. And I'm gonna again go to counter, fill in the inner shape. And this is gonna be our cellophane. So this is the clear part of the shaker. This is what we're gonna put. So let me label that. I'm just gonna call it cello for short. Okay, so after we have our cellophane, I like to do is I like to put a decorative piece. So I'm gonna put this piece on top. So I'm gonna call it decor. And last, this piece right here, it's another decor piece. Is just, you know, for these shakers, it's nice to layer them to make them look pretty. So this is what I wanted to do to this one. So I'm gonna call it another decor piece. Okay. This right here, what we did earlier, is actually part of decoration. So I will show you in just a moment that I need to resize it, but let's go ahead and color these so it's easier to put it on the mat, and you can choose whatever color you want. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna choose to keep the back pink and keep this decor piece pink, but I'm gonna color the foam. I'm gonna make it white. I have white foam. You can use any foam you want. Doesn't matter what the color is, because you can you're gonna cover it anyway. This piece right here is the cellophane. I'm just gonna color it. Let's do light gray, just so we can see the difference. This I'm gonna keep the same as pink, and this decor, let's make it gold. Yellow, gold, close enough. So this is the pieces in order that we have. And when I put this one on top, let me zoom in. So this love I'm gonna put on top, and I wanna change the black color to be gold also. So let's go ahead on the layer panel, select the black layer, and now choose the color. And from here, these are the colors that you're already using. So it's easier just to go ahead and click on the same gold that we're using. And also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap the colors of the pinks that I'm currently using to match what I've used in the other heart and other background designs. So I'm gonna choose the top love from the layer, and I'm gonna make it the pink, the dark pink glitter. And I'm gonna choose the current middle layer for the love. I'm gonna use it the same pink as I have the other main love letter. Okay, so let me show you what I'm gonna do next. Now that we know what they are, I'm gonna go ahead and layer them on top of each other so you can see what that looks like. So I'm gonna select them all, we go align, and we go center. So right now you cannot see a lot of them because they are layered right on top of each other. But what I want to show you is we want to make sure that we have the gold one on top. So let's find it. Here we go on the layer palette. Bring the gold one to the top. So if we select it here and go to arrange, and we go send to front. Okay, so now it's at the very top. So now I'm gonna zoom in because we want to see it better. So now we zoom in, and I wanna take this love, it's already layered. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna make it smaller and kind of go in this location here just for decoration. So let's make it smaller. Let's make it like 2 inches. And it looks like it's behind, so bring it back to the front. So send to front. Well, 2 inches looks small. How about 3 inches? There we go, 3 inches. So let's set it about right here. And to make it easier when cutting, let's go ahead and take the gold layers and bring them together. So let's weld them. And this is how we do it. We're gonna find that layer on the layer panel. So right here we have the gold heart. Hold shift on your keyboard and select the gold from the love. So now those are the only two that are selected. And we're gonna go and hit weld on the bottom of the screen. So the weld result, this is what happened, and it goes all the way at the top. And we wanna just make sure and bring it where it's supposed to be, so under the other love. So now as you can see, it's gonna be one layer and easier to cut. If you want, you can get rid of this little triangle, or you can keep it. If you want to get rid of it, select your layer, go to counter, and you can hit that little piece and it's going to disappear. So now it's easier to cut. Doesn't have too many little pieces. I pre-cut this design, so I'm going to show you in a little bit how to put it together, but I just want to show you your options and what you can do and what you can accomplish with the various designs. And now we're almost done. Let me go ahead and show you the small heart right here. I'm going to bring it to the top. And because currently it's really big, because that was the original size, and let's bring it to the top. So send to front. And let's make this smaller. Let's try 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches is pretty good. So this is 2 inches, and maybe we can angle it this way. Let's duplicate, make another one, and angle it maybe right here. Kind of align it however way you want it. And this is the design that we have for now. Do I have any questions so far? Okay. I'm not seeing any questions come through yet, so let me show you what I would do next. So this is ready to cut. I already pre-cut the design like I was telling you, but let me show you some of the tricks there are on the mat. So now go to make it. So now on the mat, depending on the size of your paper, you can obviously change the size right here to whatever size that you have. What I want to show you on the bottom, I don't like to waste paper. I mean, nobody likes to waste paper. And this particular color of pink, I have it in 8.5 by 11. So I'm gonna change that to that size. And as you can see, what it did, it's separated into two different mats because it thinks it cannot fit everything in one. But I know it can, so I'm gonna show you how to do that. What I did was I took the little hearts and I can rearrange them and put them inside the open heart just to save space. And now the word love, it can fit in this space right here. So if you go to your mat that has that word love and you go to these three little dots and you can do move object and you can choose where you want to put it. So I can choose now the mat where I want it to go and hit confirm. So now I brought it here. You can move it anywhere you like. And there's plenty of space for that word. And it still kept the other mat, but it's empty. But obviously you don't need to cut anything. You can just ignore it when it cuts. So this is how you save paper, how you save space. I mean, just to save paper, I probably would have made more hearts or made other designs to use all this paper all at once. But for this project, this is what it looks like. And again, depending on your page size, you can move around to save paper, save material that you have that you're working with. Okay. So since I already cut this, I'm gonna cancel this for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and connect to my work area so I can show you how to put this together. Let me know if you have any questions while I am getting set up on the work area. Sorry, guys. I had this set up originally, but it was giving me an echo, so I had to cancel it and redo it now. Oh, it's upside down. I think I got it now. So let's see. You guys still with me? Thank you so much for your advice. I tried putting the volume down, but still it was giving me echoes. So let's try this one more time. Okay, so as you can see, I pre-cut the materials here. Let's see. Here we go. I pre-cut the materials here that I just showed you on the screen on Cricut Design Space, but I want to show you the actual materials that I used, so you can go ahead and purchase them if you want. Some of them I have on my materials list. Let me see if I can show you that. If you go to this link, you can find most of the materials that I'm showing you here today, and you can check it out and see if you want to buy something similar. So for paper, I'm using this beautiful pink. It is from Michael's store. If you're here in the States, most of the states have them. It's this Recollection, and it's 65-pound cardstock. So it's standard cardstock. It's not too heavy, but it's just perfect for cake toppers, as you can see what I cut right here. And they come in a lot of different colors, so a lot of options. Then I have this beautiful gold. This is my favorite color now. I mean, favorite gold. This is right here, metallic foil board, and it says 10 point. I was looking up what is 10 point, and it's I believe it was closer to 250 GM. I will confirm. I'm gonna look it up, and I will let you all guys know in the comments when I post the video. But this is the foil. It is pretty, and you don't need any other bag. You don't need anything else. You can just use it as is. It's very sturdy. Then, of course, for the shaker, we're gonna need our foam piece. And I have these, let me see, foam sheets, and it's a big pack, so, big sheet. And what I want to point out, make sure you get no bigger than 2 millimeters, because this is the size for your machine, and otherwise it's not gonna fit. The Cricut can only go up to 2 millimeters. Maker, I think, is maybe 2.1 or 2.3, so don't get more than 2 millimeter thickness. And this is a glitter cardstock. Again, I don't have the original one, the pack, but this is regular glitter cardstock. It's not too thick. As you can see, if I hold it like this, it bends. but it works in small pieces like these. You know, you don't need to really have it bent. And to hold our foam pieces, not foam pieces, our layers together, I have these foam squares. Again, all of these materials are on that list right there. I have a question right here. What blade type do you use? I use the standard blade, the one that came with the machine. I didn't change any blade or any mat. I have the green mat. Let's see where I have it. I cut all the materials you see here. I cut all on the same blade, the standard blade, and all on the same mat. So you don't need to switch up any of that. Okay, so we got the foam. This is what I use for the cellophane. So this is a hack that I have for you guys. I love to find ways where I can save on material, and you can use this roll of cellophane. This is used for wrapping baskets, for gift baskets. And so you get a big roll and you can make so many cake toppers with these. Okay, and I use these cake pop sticks for the sticks to hold the cake topper. They're meant, for their food safe, so you don't need to add anything else to them. You don't need to wrap them in foil or anything. Just glue it on and stick it in the cake. They're perfect as is. Let's see what else. So for the inner shaker, I have these sequins, and there are so many variety of colors in these, and some of them come in shapes and different figures. I like the plain ones. You can of course buy the different shapes. You can also, I discovered that you can use nail art. So these are little nail, they're not stickers, but they're basically you put on your nails when you do your nails. And why not put them in a shaker? And I had this from another project. These are beads, so you can put beads inside. Also, they come in many different varieties. These particular ones are glass beads. They're called European glass beads, but up to you. I mean, so many options for these shakers. Let's see if I'm missing anything. No, I think that's all the materials. So let's put this one together now. So what I like to do is I want to do the shaker piece first, so I can give it kind of time to dry and to set in. So I'm gonna put these on the side. Oh, I want to show you this. I discovered this right here is a chopping mat that you can buy, and I got it in Dollar Tree, and I use it just so I don't damage my surface, so I don't want to have glue on my mat. I just put this little Dollar Tree mat, and I can use to glue my pieces on it here. So I have the foam and the cellophane. I know it's a little hard to see this one. Here we go. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to use my glue gun. You can use another glue. I use sometimes liquid glue, but the glue gun is obviously the fastest to dry. And for today, I want to see if I can make this dry fast and still come out nice and clean. So I already warmed up my glue gun. Let me make sure it's working. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm gonna do this part first. So putting the foam and the cellophane together. So I'm gonna put the glue directly on the foam and then put the cellophane on top. What's good about the design that the layers that I put together is I am hiding any imperfections that you most likely gonna see right now. Oh, let's see. Make sure you put enough glue because the pieces, the shaker pieces that we're adding inside are obviously very thin and wouldn't want anything to seep out. Ah, hot. Yeah, so this gets a little messy or a lot messy. So be careful how you handle this, but let it cool before you add anything else. My glue gun is not the best glue gun. I need to get a new one. And maybe if you have a better glue gun, you're gonna have better results. But basically attach your heart together with the cellophane. Okay. So now once this is dry and stuck together, this is where this piece comes in. So this piece hides the imperfections right here. And then we have another piece that will further hide these details. Okay? So that's why we do everything in layers, so you can have you can see how to put this together and still look good. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see, I don't have with me right now, but a good trick to get rid of all of these glue gun residue is to take your hair dryer and kind of blow it on, and it's gonna make them disappear. So let's do this again. Let me see. I don't want to put it on all of it because not all of it is gonna need to stick, and we just want to kind of make it in layers. Okay. Probably it would be better if I made this heart a little bit thicker to hide more of the foam. But again, this is my, without testing the design, I just went ahead and cut it to see how it's going to be. And then we're going to layer this further on top. Okay. So to layering it further at top, I would actually use foam squares to give it more dimension. Let me see. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on top of this heart. Make it easier to align it then later on than trying to put it on the bottom one. This is the part that I usually edit out of the videos, so you don't have to wait and see all of this little foam squares being glued on and taking off the little pieces of paper. That's where the videos come in handy to do it in advance. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, most of the stuff that was under with the glue is being hidden by this top layer. And we want to make sure that we have that top layer because there will always be some kind of glue or something that's not exactly pretty for the cake toppers or for any of the decorations. So now I'm going to set it aside because I want to go ahead and work on the love and the little hearts, and I'm going to prepare the sequence that's going to go inside. Okay. Okay, so for the love, I'm gonna go ahead again and use the foam squares, but this one I think is still, maybe it's gonna fit, a little thick for some of these letters, so you might need to cut them with your scissors even further. I cut this one in half. The E is a little bit more thinner than the rest of the letters. Okay. If you find this video helpful, please help me out and like and subscribe to my channel because I'm gonna make hopefully more of this type of videos, tutorials. If you have any suggestions of what kind of tutorials you would like to see, let me know. I'm always welcome to get any suggestions. Okay. So you can see some of these are picking out, so I want to make sure that they stay inside. I'm gonna kind of tucking them in into the letters, and I'm gonna align it into the middle of the bottom layer. Okay. The E, you can see you can make it more smaller, the foam. So this is the part that you would have to adjust ahead of time. I just obviously don't have time right now to fix that. So I'm going to show you as is. And this is where we're going to add it on our golden part in the back. So this one is easy because this one is a smooth surface, and you can use bigger foam squares for this. You can use one right here, or that's too big maybe for the E again. Make one right here. Okay, and align
Now this is how you're getting your 3D layered look like this with adding the foam squares or any foam dots, any foam that you have. Okay, so now this part is ready. Let's go ahead and quickly add some dimension to these hearts. Again, I can use bigger squares for that. Okay, so now we have the 2 layered hearts. Obviously it has dimension. And now we're ready to set up the shaker part. So now with the shaker, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the shaker pieces in here, and then I'm gonna go and align this one on the top, kind of closing it off. I have a little container that I like to put the pieces together first and kind of dump it into the shaker. There's no real rule how many you need to use for these. It's how many you like, but the more you add, the better it looks. Just obviously don't overstuff it, because then you won't be able to shake them nicely. Let me see. I think I have some hearts in here I can use. Working with glitter, I mean, you get glitter all over all the time. So, kind of used to it. Plus, I have 2 girls, so I have glitter all over the house a lot. And let's see, the way I pick the colors, basically looking at the design of what I am using, and looking at the background, trying to see what's gonna stand out. So in this case, probably the white ones are gonna stand out, and the silver ones too. Maybe throw in a little bit of the dark ones. Okay. So this is the mix that we have. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the middle. And lots of them gonna get stuck, of course. That's just how it works. So now, like I mentioned, I'm gonna go ahead and put the glue on top of the foam and close it off with this back piece. Get my glue mat again, because it's gonna get messy. One time when I was making a tutorial, I actually did the step wrong. I put the glue before I put the the sequence. So what happened was the glue dried, and I couldn't put this to make it the topper. I had to redo it. So you have to be careful and follow the steps, otherwise it's gonna be messed up. Make sure you seal all the edges, because this is where all the little sequins and all the glitter, they can seep out. So you want to make sure and you close it as the best as you can. If not, if you see little holes, you can go in with a liquid glue later and kind of close them off. So here we go. This is our shaker. We have some coming out. Maybe I still have some space. Looks like I still have some space, but basically, and all this glue, like I was mentioning, if you take hair dryer, you can make all these glue strings go away, and it's gonna look more professional and clean. So what is left now is just to add the stick. And that's it. I mean, most of my tutorials I don't add the stick, but I can go ahead and show you if you want. So just and stick it on. Let it dry a little. So this is it. Do you guys have any questions? Let me see. I say, can this be made with Cricut Joy? Yes, this actually can be made with Cricut Joy because they are small enough to fit on the machine. I don't have the Cricut Joy to show you, but it is 6 inches wide, and I don't remember what's the length, but I'm sure it can. It is pretty long, the page, but most cake toppers are 6 inches wide, and this is perfectly can go on top and fit into that machine. Anybody else have any additional questions? Again, as I was saying, if you came in late and you wanted to buy these materials, you can go to my page, mockys.com/materials, and you can look up the materials that we used. And there are some other ones on there. Also, if you want to buy this specific bundle, you can go to my website and on my Etsy store right now, and I have 20% off with the code HEART20, and I'm gonna have it up for until tomorrow. So go ahead and try it and send me questions and let me know if you have any questions. Let's see. What are the settings and pressure? What do you mean by pressure? You don't need any pressure for this one. So for the Cricut machine, I personally use mostly poster board to cut all my cardstock. For this cellophane, since it's thinner, you can use the paper settings. The thing that's gonna be taking you most passes to cut is the foam itself, and that I can post my personal settings that I use on my machine later on and below this video. I don't have it on hand right now. You have Cricut Explorer 2. I have Cricut Explorer Air, so mine is even older than yours. And yes, you can definitely do it on that machine. So any Cricut machine, so in any Explorer class, any maker class, and you can do it on Joy too because the size is small enough to fit in the machine. You're welcome. Anybody else? Well, this was fun. If you guys enjoy this, you want to see more of these tutorials, let me know. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tell me what else you want to see. What tutorials you would like me to show you either live, or I can record them and post them on my YouTube channel. Because this is fun. Obviously, technical issues are gonna happen, and I'm sorry for those of you who came in early and noticed my technical issues. But I am learning. This is my first live tutorial, and I'm gonna hopefully get better as we get along. Okay. I don't see that I have any more questions, so I think thank you so much. It's been already an hour. Had fun. Hopefully you learned something. Post your comments. Give us feedback. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you in the group. So I'll see you in our Facebook group on Mockys Makers Club. Post your comments. Tell everybody if you know people who couldn't join us for whatever reason, time zone or anything, how you like the tutorial and what you enjoyed. I am hoping that this recorded, so I am gonna see if I can make a replay of this and post it on YouTube, and I'll send you guys the link. Okay? Thank you so much. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.